seen Lotto play consistent throughout this entire qualifier. He's been playing incredibly well. I want to see Dumao here today if they want to try and level up their game. See him try and have some of those monster moments that we know he's capable of as well.
Yeah, I mean, he sometimes just missing that extra multi-kill in a lot of those situations where he does go out on the aggression. Something that we just haven't been used to seeing, especially back at the major. Dumao was topping the charts for Legacy. It's Lotto back online, who's been the main engine for Legacy. Will that continue? As the loser of this match will not be going to Pro League. The winner faces off versus Imperial for that all-coveted spot. The chance to go Tier 1 as Lotto in Mini looking for that fight. It's clean, as of course it is for Lotto.
Oh, man.
Pistol round God here for Legacy. As descending down to the site, though, RDN in pursuit. Like a follow.
Ooh, and Kafolo getting followed.
Ooh, he takes a ton of damage as well. He's armorless. He goes down easy to the Dumao Doolies.
Yeah, there's going to be a quick reaction up the vents here, flying up, trying to get the bomb down at this point, but that's going to be a challenge with the dual Beretta standing close by. A pickup coming through, but just going to be RDN in the back of the silo without the bomb.
Yeah, no bomb. Players in Mini as well, and tough situation here for RDN. I mean, it's Lotto again, man. How does he keep doing it on every one of these pistol rounds? I'd love to see a pistol round rating, because it feels like it's 2. And Legacy have picked up so many of their pistol rounds throughout this entire tournament as well because of Lotto and his performances here. He might be good for 4. Not quite meant to be, but if you remember back on Train, he nearly had the ace in the first pistol round against Imperial. This round, he gets another quad kill.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that pinpoint precision that he brings to the table right there. First bullet accuracy, situational awareness, being able to turn on the dime, not only deal with that out-of-yard presence, then turning for a kill through the smoke as well. You just can't ask for much more. That's usually a position that gets crunched on so effectively. That is so difficult to be kind of head on a swivel dealing with every prong of that attack, but Lotto makes it look easy.
It'll be fast outside here for the Glocks, but Dumao should be able to handle alongside Lux. And once again, it's a storyline we've been talking about all with Legacy, but the depth of firepower that this team has. Like, everyone is able to frag and deliver a big-time moment on this team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Seen some great performances from Lux in this qualifier as well. Seen Sadson step up to the plate with so many clutches. So you just look towards what is a really well-built together team here in South America. Again, they have opportunities. This is going to be a faster play here. rdnzao and ready to execute in towards this A side.
Whoa, but Lotto got the kill anyways, and RDN will fall eventually to Sadson up in heaven. Despite the weak A site, they still got 2 kills, but here's a reswing. Trying to get in before the smokes bloom.
Got a cheese to blow open the smoke.
Could do it alongside a flashbang in heaven. It's looking like strong stuff. Dumao just, again, being loud, being annoying, but the real stuff is here from Nissim's flashbang. As the smoke deployed, here it comes. In they go, dropping in, but it's just a clean, easy double for Sharks. Their first gun round is looking good.
Forced to fly through the smokes on a gray screen. Not going to go your way. Nissim with the FAMAS to save here and an MP9, which aren't the best weapons to hold on to. He's hanging around, though. Got a kit. Could make things interesting here, but he misses his chance. Onto 1 kill. We'll claim a second instead. Dumao even finds one later down the line in that round, and Angelo's dead to the bomb, so not the worst case scenario here in a lost round for Legacy. AK even retrieved for Dumao, so walking away with some extra firepower, taking every last gun of Sharks, their bonus, getting swept aside, but walk away with small prizes.
Honestly, that feels like a win in my book, especially as Dumao made money off the MP9. He drops an op to Sadson. I'm not even sure Sharks are happy with that kind of round. We see a Mac 10 for Gafolo. Could it just be this top hit? It's looking likely, but shut down by the incendiary. And Lotto even providing problems as it's going to be the A-pop. 2 players inside of Hut. And the first kill for Lotto is not clean, though. And a missed shot from Sadson only tags. HE, underhanded, but it's no damage dealt. It falls right behind the silo, and Legacy are gonna save again.
Yeah, repeat calls here coming through from Sharks. Back-to-back A executes. They are coming in with a mission. And the execution's looking deadly on this A side. Lotto and Dumao tasked with holding it as a duo. I mean, capable hands for sure, but just a little bit understaffed when it comes to the utility. Now double up on the boost. They're hunting quickly in towards CT spawn. But I don't know how far they're going to chase this one down at this point.
Looks like they want to, but they don't have a flashbang, so Sadzin can't miss here. And won't. Cuts down the first. Smoke deployed. Just trying to preserve their lives. It's not looking good for Lux, but he will live, holding on with 16 HP.
Able to hang in there. So 3-man save for Legacy, holding on to the weaponry. Lotto and Dumao having to get back into a purchase here once again. Sharks, they call out 2 upper hits back-to-back, both successful. That's going to put a scare in the minds of Legacy for the rest of this half. It's already good early conditioning here from Sharks.
Yeah, it's been understaffed on back-to-back rounds. Crazy to think that Dumao and Lotto are no good, and a missed shot from Sadson on the smoke break. Down towards Secret. Sharks playing with pace on the T side, and Legacy can't handle it at the moment.
Yeah, Lux already getting to rotate down here, but they are so quick on the draw, and you have to think it's going to come down to what Lux can do in a multi-kill.
Yeah, it's back up.
A little bit of extra help, though, from Nissim.
But Sharks are playing with the tendencies right now. Koala activating back lobby. Does see onto Lotto, and he even gets the kill onto Dumao. Eventually will fall, but that could lure them back to the A site. They've resurfaced, and they've got players coming in from every direction. Lotto, between so many different minds. Nissim dead. Lotto done. Sharks outplaying Legacy right now on Nuke.
Yeah, just manipulating those rotates right there and getting what they want. So loud heading in towards lower. You understand the reasoning as to why Legacy are able to rotate a couple of players down, but also you got to give a lot of credit in this round to Koala. Being able to punish the re-aggression towards lobby, deny a little bit of that information, and buys time for Sharks to reroute this play. Instead of going into a pretty scary B bomb site, they can head up in towards that A side using the heaven control that they have.
Yeah, Sharks are not afraid to test the individuals on Legacy. If Koala goes down there without a kill, that becomes a problem, but instead he turns it into an asset. And Lux, it's not quite easy. He will live. But Sharks are playing confident, and I think people watching are like, well, what's happened to Legacy so far? Obviously, the online format does change a lot about how this team shoots well and plays aggressively. But on the flip side, you have to give credit to Sharks. They're in the top 3 of this qualifier for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, capable of challenging some of the best here for sure. They're bringing that on Nuke right now.
Took down Red Canids. Then went ahead and 2-0 9Z quite easily, even pulling back a 9-3 deficit and then winning out 10-1 on the map of Train. And this man on your screen right now, Doc, is going to be the hot hand here for Sharks. A duel versus Nissim. It's just Jickle peeking in the corner. He's not going to go down.
Valuable real estate here right now. I mean, being able to press in towards Secret. So, shows his shoulder a little bit too much for Doc to react. And that again, just going to set a little bit of chaos here in the Legacy positioning.
Yeah, Sadson's going to push forward and not clear out Koala, who takes the deep angle on Hut. And next to be sideswiped could be Dumao. Or is it? It's Lotto. Lotto got 3! What? Lotto got 3 from Squeaky's on for the ace. He gets 4, but it's not enough to win the round. Angelo converts with 11 HP. What happened there with Lotto?
Oh boy, Lotto getting everybody there. 4 kills in the round is not enough. Angelo showing up with his crucial kills in the late rounds, bailing them out from a disaster. How did he find that success? He's in the back of Tetris with only a 5-7. He lost his teammate, getting pressed upon multiple different angles.
Oh my god. I mean, just imagine if there was any other damage dealt there by the pistols. Not even just Lotto, but maybe one extra from Dumao could have made life easier. Instead, I mean, grim reminder who's in the server for Sharks. Lotto is a true player. He has back 2 4Ks in this game. Now Sadzin needing to step up. That's a good flick. That's what we're used to. And an 8 break. Catches a player in the open. Lux gets 2. And Legacy are shooting.
Man, that's a great reaction here. They needed some of this step up on an individual front. Lotto is coming to play here once again, but needing some extra help from Lux and Sadzin. They have it, but there's a gap.
Okay.
RDN has a world of opportunity here to go up the ladder and take some fights. Now being covered by Dumao, though the oversight is being held now.
He's not convinced of it. Still, Lux got his 3rd in this round.
What?
RDN in the 1v5. All right, we've seen 10 HP clutches here on Nuke as well. Cello yesterday did it to Legacy. They're going to swing. They are swinging wide. And Nissim will hit the bullet.
Just one required to put that one to rest right there.
Yeah, not the first time we've said that. 1v3, 10 HP, no problem for me.
Cello made him pay for that yesterday. They're going to make sure to land the one bullet necessary today. No big concerns. Legacy able to step up there. Lux looking sharp on the reactions, and again, Sadzin able to provide a little bit of coverage with his AWP. Fast flicks that are connecting now. Lux already in towards Secret here. This is a lot of information going to be contained here towards the outer yard from him.
We didn't actually see Lux make this move at all yesterday. Something new out of the playbook from Legacy. But this is gearing up to be just a straight top hit. And Lotto inside of the smoke. Koala is not watching for it, and it's an easy kill for Lotto. Can he make an escape, or will he stand and fight? Getting help here from Sadzin inside of Hut, and that's an easy kill on the RDN. Lotto now swings, sees the bomb, drops it. 2 versus 5, Angelo to scramble. And he's lost all his teammates. Doesn't even pick up the flashing bomb in front of him. Lotto even getting dinked through walls. It is Legacy sharpshooting today. But Sadzin gets blown up.
Alright, no further casualties right there. Angelo just providing a little extra damage. Op recovered at the last second from Lotto as well. Legacy able to sequence some rounds together. Tying the scoreline right back up. Yeah, and as you said, you got to pull some different plays in the playbook here for Legacy. You've obviously shown a lot of your tendencies in this qualifier already on Nuke. You got to show how big that bag of tricks is on the CT side.
Yeah, you know, I think Legacy are going into this match with their own set of prep, and I'm sure Chucky had a good team talk with them, because yesterday was just a bit of a calamity. This one, not so. Waiting to bring out my line of Nissim not missing. Goes down to 1 HP. That's what the 1 in his name stands for.
Oh, that's what it is. One in the game.
And number 1 on the health point bar. That one hitting everybody. Yo, if you're like a tier 1 commentator listening to that, yeah, bring that one to your next gig. Maybe change the other I in his name to a 1. All right, we got round 10 here. Another buyback in for Sharks. And again, Koala looking to always threaten some pace inside of Squeaky, standing between 2 mollies at the moment, and is going to try and make a play, especially as he hears Dumao burning. Surely that only emboldens him.
This is a reaction here, trying to take some ground here on these A hits. They've been very aggressive with that set of utility. Very explosive to try and get out, but now Sadzin.
Oh boy.
Taking some space towards the outer yard, and such a small line there doesn't connect. He pushes the issue here, but he isn't able to find the opening duel. Now Sharks have to realize But this out of your yard control is vulnerable. You have to be able to put some pressure. Otherwise, you're going to be seeing some site stacks that you don't want to deal with.
Legacy comfortable in giving outside, though. Obviously, at the minute mark. Ooh, shots fired. And Lux will try to back away, but Doc is really anxious for that fight. Flashbang forward, he gets into Mini, and he wasn't seen. Lotto holding onto it, though. Will be able to deal with Doc, but not another. Out of ammunition, and Sadson in such a weird spot right now, but does nail the flick headshot. Lux trying to put pressure on the plant. 2v3, but players from all different angles. Flashbang, though, not good enough. Lux does still convert the kill. RDN in the 1v2, looking for Nissim, and Nissim has already gotten out on the site. Unexpected angle, and Legacy will maintain the lead and more.
That threads the needle on that timing right there. Able to sneak out of hut before they get in the position. And I like the move coming through out of Sharks to try and isolate that fight onto Sadson. Thinking that the Heaven player is not really committed to that duel, especially as that flash is getting sent out. They can't deal with the presence, the numbers, and the confidence coming through from Legacy. Still not scared to take a fight in those 3v2s. That's one thing we know about this team. They will give you the fights, even when you don't expect it, even when you think they're going to be waiting for their teammates to join forces.
And this is a lot more stable from Legacy, as opposed to yesterday. Like, yesterday, I would have seen that 2v3. I would have been on the edge of my seat, and I'm so ready for the T's to still hold on. But using their pieces properly and allowing Nissim to activate to make sure nothing goes awry. Also, just Lotto, dude. Just Lotto. He's 14 and 5 right now. Well over 180 yard. I mean, this guy is a beast.
A force to be reckoned with right now here. Again, continuing his performance so far. Just constantly providing consistent output here. Multi-kills, especially when it comes down to these A-side holds. You have to have him being able to provide some of those. He's bringing it. Could be a faster ramp approach here. Sadson on the op outer yard, and it's going to be Nissim who has to get ready.
Oh, and they're all inside the smoke. And they're going to run through while he has utility in hand, and a flying Tech 9 headshot for Gafolo. But not the second there from Sadson. Still able to pick one on the fall down. Lux, though, struggling. Dumao having to tango with Doc down in the doubles. But there is a kill outside from Lux. Rather, from Lotto to make things interesting. Lux here in decon door, but it's all about double doors right now. Angelo inside of the smoke. Door gets closed, and Angelo gets seen. He gets dealt with. It's just Gafolo, the guy with the flying Tech 9 headshot. He's got wings on this pistol. But does he have a crown or a trophy? That's a headshot. But the defuse is too fast. Wires get snipped. 7-4 for Legacy.
He'll be holding on to his Tech 9. That's about it. Legacy able to react in time despite the speed from Sharks execute. I don't know. That smoke just seemed really shallow for Nissim, and so they're able to stand inside of it and get their execute off. And while the flying Tech 9 shot is a little bit of style points right there, I wonder what happened with that smoke. It felt like maybe an awkward bounce or something like that. Makes it hard to hold the ramp side. Either way, they get the job done.
Just being held at bay. Smoke, molly, nade, flashbang.
Making it feel like it's an inner hit here right now, and that's not the case. Dumao trying to get down the vents, and he does so successfully. They're crossing as well, so being able to get down and towards this lower bomb site can help out with the fact that that secret control is maintained by Sharks.
The old classic, one down in secret. Likely 4 players to ramp. It's Sadson. About to be tested.
Jump past his angle here. That's what's happening so often. There it is. Goes for the second player, but misses.
Now that secret player could put on some threat. Forced rotates. They've jostled the setup, but 3 players still here on the upper bomb site. And one of them is Lotto.
Put a lot of faith in that lower hold, and for good reason right now. That's going to well staff that A side of the map completely. Dumau still holding for Doc, but doesn't quite give him a duel. He can't even see him here. It's a nice trade from Sadzin, but they're out A.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
They're out hut, actually. Players on top hut, and Lotto for none. Now, Lux did make a funny play through the smoke, but it'll still allow the plant. It's 3 versus 3 and a strong position from Angelo. Lux
Fast
needing
rotate Lux in the flank.
kill onto Nissim. Lux needs this kill onto Koala, though, to make this retake possible. It's the last round of the half. Gotta go for it anyways. And Koala converts. Just down to Sadzin. And no easy fights for Legacy. It will be Sharks to plant down at least a 5th. Seven 5 here. A lot more comfortable game from Legacy, but still Sharks keep it competitive with this halftime score. Will we get another Lotto pistol round, though, as he's been armed with a P250. Get into your seats. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, this one going straight towards the outer yard with that pure P250 in armor. Raid boss setup and long range duels can be deadly from his accuracy, and there it is. Oh boy.
He keeps going too. He gets. Oh, okay. Not quite the third. Not quite the third. But Lotto is a pistol round merchant. Doesn't even reload. Doesn't even need to. He's got teammates too who can use the Glock just fine. Oh my God. Lotto now 17-6 on Nuke, and only can hit a headshot on pistol rounds. Even Nissa missing failing to go up the ladder. He falls. It takes like 15 damage. All right, Angelo, what do you got? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. It is another pistol round for Legacy. Brought to you by Lotto.
Yeah, to be fair to him, he's also pretty good at headshotting on gun rounds, but those P250 kills, I mean, it's such a luxury to have a player as good as Lotto on these pistol rounds, how quickly and how accurately he's able to find the head. That is just something that Legacy love to live on right there, and full army behind him also able to succeed. It's a force buy though from Sharks. They are going in aggressive on the purchase here. Scout included into the mix for Angelo, looking for some tags towards the outer yard, but no fights present themselves just yet. Do not thinking about it.
Oh my goodness. Shots are awful close there for Angelo. And there's a shot onto Dumao. 5-7, emptying out 20 bullets, but for no connection. Doc does get inside the fence. But they don't quite respect it, though. Sadson on the move. Stops one of these 5-7s. Doc, though, steps forward. He can't quite get his hands on a gun, though. And RDN drops as well. Doc somehow turned that into a second, though. One of the old typical rounds that Legacy would lose.
Oh.
Might rear its ugly head in this one.
Well, he is literally trapped in the vents. Everyone is watching his exit, either through the upper side, and now they're boxing him in, suffocating him out of this round.
They should
slowly
know where
but
he
surely.
is now. They should.
They do.
No. Oh, and yeah, the timing doesn't favor Doc. Eventually, the wanted criminals put to rest, and with a player in mini, they're going to go up the vents and dodge out on Angelo's scout. This will be Legacy picking up the anti-force. But I do like seeing Doc strut a little bit of his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, right now, kind of, with how many times the Legacy have actually saved, and with the rounds that Sharks have won, you're not going to have a crazy kill total. They were able to win on a couple of those A executes that led to a lot of players saving, but, you know, Doc has been a part of those aggressive entries. He's been a part of those opening picks. So his kills are so valuable. Right there with his 5-7, able to show what he's made of. Angelo getting hunted.
I get
Can't
your running shoes on for
Yeah,
Lotto.
can't go that way. Too far. Okay, he's good.
Okay. It wasn't planted back of the silo, or else then he would be
Yeah.
in a bit of trouble. Yeah, learn how to bomb plant optimally so that you can deny as many saves as possible on Nuke.
That's what it's all about. Maybe they thought he was going to save in secret. Either way.
Absolute maximum strategies coming through.
Min-maxing. What it's all about. I guess you're going to need every advantage here. This map of Nuke has been a huge challenge for them in this qualifier. And in the past, but they're looking to take this one decisively. And there's not a lot of resistance here on ramp to run into this time.
Nah, nothing really to be said. Lotto's gonna go ahead strafe on down. And in we go. Lotto. Will he get bopped by a 5-7? Find out on the next episode of the Anti-Eco. Not meant to be. Anti-Eco doesn't sound like a great show name, though. You know, it's gotta be like Anti-Eco. Like Ultra Counter-Strike or something like that. That would work on like Saturday morning cartoon television.
Yeah, we'll keep working on those names.
Yeah. Working on our branding here.
It's got to be something better.
Angelo could lose his scout. I wonder if he's gonna stick with that. I think he'll have
He'll
enough
have
money
for an op.
Yeah. And it's high time to win. Lotto's gonna take a little bit of damage. Oh, you can die there? He just went 100-0. I hate this map, Cole. I hate it, actually. I changed my mind. Nuke is the best, you know, competitive map, the most tactics and strategies, but dang, that sucks. That's just frustrating.
You did a nice little cartwheel at least. That was a good dismount.
You got an extra 2x multiplier. Doesn't count as a death, by the way, so KD still intact.
They're in double digits right now. Legacy, they could really run away with this at this point. Turn on the board. It's going to come down to largely what they can do in this gun round. If they can make it easy on themselves by closing this one out and doing so in dominant fashion, that would be a great way to coast to the finish line here. Looking revitalized on this map, led by Lotto once again.
And now a ramp hit.
Like a flashbang here for the defender in Koala. That's all he has to use.
I mean, hope and pray. They can easily turn that one. Otto just casually swipes his mouse. As Dumao hard clearing Doc. And makes the right read. It's beautiful from Dumao. Pressure on the ramp. Lower rotate. Bait it in. And now an upper hit. They walk out Squeaky for free.
Angelo's going to read this, though. I mean, he's going to try and help out, but he's routing towards red instead.
Falling in towards Mini, sees nothing. Angelo starts taking a step forward, though. Lux on entry duty, though. It's not clean. It's RDM with a double. That honestly shouldn't have happened. This should be traded. Flashbang forward, and Nissim just stares into it. The HE from Lotto is good, however. There's one more on the site, though, that they might not be ready for. And as they approach slowly. Nissim needs to hit a clean shot. He does not. Big time miss from Nissim. And Gafolo gets his double. Full house for the two A-site defenders.
Yeah, some of those entries just vanish right there. Legacy can't track some of the aim. Already in a kind of a challenging position there in Tetris. Able to find the multi-kill. You still have Angelo with a little bit of time that he is able to rotate in as well. Despite Dumao putting some chaos into that round, that A-side hold still lands it on its feet. Another buyout coming through from Legacy, but that golden opportunity could soon slip if they're not careful. Spotting out the red motion from Sadson, it feels like he knows what's coming. And they're throwing utility to deal with Doc.
Angelo also missed as well, so this outside brawl ensuing. Doc still standing and then done. Too many angles to handle. Angelo now. Bullets whizzing past, but RDN gets a freebie onto Lux. And will not be spotted by that Sadson AWP. He goes back in, though, and Sadson's not quite covering. Nissim as well falls on the lurk. And this round going wrong for Legacy. Sharks are going to be able to plant their feet on the defense if they convert this 2v4.
Yeah, looking good to do so here. There's going to be a silent crawl through the lower side. But there's still a challenge of getting that bomb across as well. Sadson just a little slow on the uptick right now. Has to aim his crosshair high. Get spotted with the bomb. That's going to trigger a rotate down and towards the lower side. Koala, as you can see, already there. So a good read coming through from Sharks to get where they need to be.
He's a solo player, though. He is a solo player currently. And as the door swings open, Koala trying to play for his life. He does have support in the form of RDN. Here's a second molly, though, and they've already dropped. They're running past it anyways. Sadson should know. Sadson should have heard it. Question is, where is... Well, he opens up, he doesn't get the kill! Lotto transfers! There's no way! Bomb planted! The doors, are they open? They are, but Sadson gets away! Lotto, up for the triple! Lotto keeps doing it here for Legacy! The one-man army! The multi-kill machine! Sadson to close the 2v4 for Legacy!
Oh my god, nothing lucky about that. That was all skill right there. The Lotto transfer. Predicting where that next play would be from finding what felt like a guaranteed death for him moving through the glass. Lotto completely shatters Sharks.
Oh my god. I haven't seen fragging like this from any Brazilian rifler. Maybe ever. Big statement for me to say, but when's the last time you can remember someone hitting that shot?
That's just instincts right there kicking in. He denies a trade before it was ever even attempted. You can do everything right there, at least attempt to for Sharks, and still just get outgunned.
I mean, the first kill's
happening.
Already impossible, by the way. I mean, it's not even a shame to Koala because you can hardly see his head from that angle. But the 90-degree flick back, and Nissim starting to connect. MP9s have been handled. And that kill, that sequence from Lotto is backbreaking. It all comes down to Angelo on this site right now. And he goes for nothing. 23 kills deep for Lotto. And Legacy absolutely stamp out the Sharks on their map pick. It's 12-6.
Yeah, Lotto deciding this is his map here. Woke up and chose violence. Doc gonna get hunted down here as well. Oh, survives, but again, there is no safety on this map. Secret is not a safe position for him to save. Nisum gonna fall as well. I don't think he can survive here. It is planted back silo, so he might actually be able to live, to be honest. He is trying to route for the AK and escape into an even safer position here.
Yeah, he'll be safe. Still takes 5 damage, even though he's like 10 kilometers away from the bomb. But man, 12-6. And the performance that Lotto has put on this entire game. I mean, I don't think the kill totals, like, even like tell the full story, because it's been only multi-kills. It's either been 0 or all of them. He's had
his third 4K right there, almost. If he, I mean, got stolen by Sadzin's quickness as well.
They're not even anti-eco 4Ks either. They're very difficult moments in very important rounds, like the pistol. And now Doc brawling outside, and Lux is gonna get the better of him. The ace up Shark's sleeve revealed and taken care of.
So AK hitting the floor right now. This is Legacy looking to punch their ticket in on a map victory here on Nuke, plucking their opponent's map pick in a map that they could not close. And they're going to re-aggress in towards lobby, but look at the setup that's ready to hold this.
Lotto unable to convert. It's, you know, it's 0 or both of them. But Nisum, he gets his double and keeps the advantage clean. RDN will be scoped in upon. Big flick from Sadzin. It's just the FAMAS. Couldn't take him down quick enough. Chance blown. Underhand flash. Sadzin just stares into it because he's a baller like that. It's 13-6 for Legacy. They completely erase the Sharks on their map pick.
Yeah, that's a statement victory. 132 ADR right there from Lotto, as you can see. 4 quad kills, or 2 quad kills rather. It just...
We just saw today was a different team than from this entire qualifier. They didn't lose a clutch back there on Nuke. They didn't give up advantages. They took control of the game and never let go. And that is what I expect to see here on Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, this is a map that they're able to, you know, again, upset the Vitality squad. So you're expecting them to come through with that same energy after what they just brought on Nuke. That high-octane Counter-Strike. Lotto on the pistol here, and that success can get flowing early. Looking at this pistol, though. Bit of a rarity. 3 sets of utility being brought out. Dumao and Nisum, the only players with armor right now.
Yeah, there are 2 HEs as well, so those high explosive grenades could actually hurt a lot. And it looks like a double grenade intended for Deep Banana. Down Dumao. Ran down by the CTs. 3 players spotted towards top B. It's going to be a sprint up towards top mid. As Koala walks through with the dual Berettas. Multiple backs turned. But Angelo does go down. Now Koala takes his time, begins to unload. But Saz is not coming through to trade. Instead, it'll be Nisum from Boiler. And by that point, 3 players on the site itself. Nisum gonna come through and only get the 1. It's RDN with the double. And Sharks pick up the pistol.
Sharks handle business perfectly right there. When you see that amount of utility that Legacy are bringing to the table, mission number 1 in that round is not allowing them to get an execute off comfortably. And that's exactly what happened. Legacy could not get their utility down in time. They could not set up for anything in that round. Constant disruption and chaos caused by Sharks, as this round is very much so not live. Get a quick reset.
Yeah, Lotto had to throw utility that round, so
Now what's
not
that all
as
about?
fortunate. I mean, it's Inferno. It's a much different map. You can't... I think the one thing about Inferno is you can't really run free as an individual too much. There's only space on the map for one guy to do that, and not two.
Yeah.
Lotto was just able to wide swing strafe outside. The only place you can do that is towards top banana on this map.
And we watched Dumao do that so often. You know, it takes a little bit of success here, but hold that thought for a second. It does seem to be a speed up towards the ace. They are rolling this off spawn into a hole spot.
Yeah, immediately, player seen inside of the pit. Dumao strafes out, but does not connect the Tech 9 headshot cleanly. RDN out of bullets, but helped out now by Angelo. And Lotto just not as precise as the previous. USP will be enough, and that rush goes nowhere.
Yeah, quickly into Molly that Sharks already had prepared, and then the crossfire that's ready to go as well. They positioned themselves perfectly. Shut that execute down before it lifts off.
I mean,
my one note though was from that last map that they played here on Inferno, that crazy overtime. Dumel was still trying to crack through there and find some access, but he was collecting a lot of damage to the utility. He was just getting destroyed by Sharks Util.
Still didn't stop him from putting up 45 kills in that game, but the one thing I want to talk about as well is that Legacy versus Sharks yesterday did really love their fast brackets control, because they put a lot of emphasis that Sharks like to run those 3B starts, and that leaves a weak A site early in the round. It gets you brackets control for free, and if someone overstays, then there's a problem. A Koala's on top of the pit right now. And now he'll have to drop. That is an insane position to hold at 1 minute.
Tossing in their mollies, hit a little utility that they have left. rdnzao. Jiggling one too many times too long.
Nissim's gonna swing. Here's a player inside of mini pit. There's maybe a reload even inbound for Koala. A lot of pressure here on the A site.
A lot of rotates and a lot of distance too. Gonna set a little bit of hesitation in. There's only one flashbang here. I mean, surprised that they still have that left in play. They're heading back in towards Speed. Into Doc, who so capable of bringing home big multi-kills.
Ooh, ow. He's trying to run into the corner and hope and pray, but Doc on this off angle here in Gafolo. And this early CT side start for Sharks is sharp. But now the guns are out. Now we start talking. What's Dumao's going to be up to? What's Lotta going to be able to do? We're playing Counter-Strike.
This is where it's all going to be set in stone here in this gun round. Get a couple of bonus MP9s into the mix, so you expect for some banana aggression to lead off in this opening exchange. Deep banana smoke's tossed in.
It's that middle of banana smoke that's been thrown more often. However, Dumao doesn't care about that. He's already stepping out towards half wall and won't be ready for the double setup as he charges forward right into Doc. Dumao opening death. And that one is going to be put on the back burner now. Lotto challenging a 3-man mid setup alongside Lux. Good molly, though, for the porch side. A great nade back, and a mid swing feels inevitable as more players step forward. Lotto, the pop flash, though, it gets everyone! It blinds everyone! But RDN still came through with a double kill, miraculously. It does leave Nissim in the clutch. It is possible. Albeit difficult. He didn't pick up the bomb, and that makes life difficult.
Already here. They're already rotated in, and they're going to hear the footsteps down banana.
They're going to beat him.
And you know who's going to beat him to the punch here. Doc's going to beat him by a mile.
Yeah, Nissim will be able to get a CT smoke down. But Doc doesn't even wait. Doesn't even allow him to cross. 4-0 for the Sharks.
Yeah, that comes down to RDN. The last little ditch of his MP9 right there. Able to drop 2 despite the flashbang being perfect. from Legacy. The reaction there to hit in towards that A site, executed nearly perfect, but rdnzao able to get too much impact out of the MP9 right there, disrupts the play, drops the bomb, and you're already dealing with a 4v5 deficit because Dumao goes down early. Again, that's something to know. I mean, you still mentioned that the high impact there that he was able to gather. He was doing that despite the adversity that he was facing to the utility. That was impressive, but you can't expect that all the time, I feel like. And there you go again, like just seeing Dumao run up Banana half HP to the utility right there.
A lot of people making jokes that Sharks might be better than Team Vitality as they hit 4 rounds to compare to world #1 Vitality's 3. But obviously, Legacy online, it's been the story. I brought it up almost every map when you see them in a deficit, but just have not been the same team. Or maybe opponents have not played the same Counter-Strike against them as well. There's a lot of steps forward. He has been armed with a hero AK, and I think he deserves it. He will be on entry duty. Molly forward. Lotto doesn't care. Already out, but not sharp on the shot. Rare miss from Lotto. Nissim next to fall. And easy kills. To the side of Sharks.
Separate the defense there with the mollies. Surprisingly, the gun is picked up there, at least to Galil. Grabbed out, but hits in the rotates, rolling on up. RDN has a tough job. He gets traded out quickly. There's still a duo, though, left on this A side, and a quick rotate through library as well.
Gafolo is going to swing with flash, clear it. And 30 seconds remain. However, they will allow the walk-up. It's all about how Sadzin uses this smoke.
Rifle to pick up as well here. But there's a smoke going in towards the site. They've got to isolate this duel onto the pit player.
Here we go. Trying to scale forward. And they're looking for Koala, but they can't get him. And Angelo doesn't wait. And instead spams the smoke to make it easy. It is a 5-0 start for Sharks, and immediately Chucky's getting on the mic.
Again. Second timeout already called on this T side as it bears no fruit. Shots are going missing here. The mechanics not as sharp as they once were on Nuke. Some difficulties breaking through here on the T side. Again, you look at Dumao in the opening stages of these rounds. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders to create chaos on Banana. The tendencies from Sharks, on the other hand, are to start a lot Banana and just make sure that he can't get away with some of his antics, some of his aggression, some of his wild opening duels that he's willing to throw into the mix through the smokes. It's just good reads coming through from Sharks and a good protocol to deal with that pressure that's so often applied. That trend will remain true in this round as well.
Wow. They're now pushing down mid against the 3rd highest ranked team in Brazil. Yeah, they're gonna get punished. Dumao with the double spray down, and Koala caught in the open. Sharks try to shake up the T side here, but Legacy slapped them down.
Dumao able to transfer the spray from multiples. There's still another.
RDN.
There's a smoke up.
Oh my goodness. It was nearly the lineup, but too many targets, too many players spamming him down. It's Dumao, though. I think, yeah, you're right. He might have lined them up over there as they started their push down Banana and down mid as well.
There you go. I mean, that's definitely the way that Legacy like to win rounds. Maybe the play comes to them in this case, and they're able to punish it. You look at Sharks off the back of that timeout. It's, again, an idea that they're trying to disrupt whatever Chucky was calling in that round. You know, whatever set piece he had in store. By pushing down middle, you're going to throw a wrench in that system and force him into plan B. You're going to force him into mid-round activity instead. So many teams like to do that off the back of timeouts, heading into gun rounds. Disrespect your opponents. And if you get away with it, it could have been, you know, map defining. But in this case, Dumao just punishes. Sadzin shuts down the A side as well. And they've got good coverage.
Yeah, you like to see that from Dumao, especially, you know, the Lion of Legacy, the man who's the man who's just the heart of this team, and you know, started off this game 0-4. If he's amped, the rest of his team are too. And of course, that double kill only emboldens him further. We will have another date at half wall at Top Banana with our good friend Doc. This battle is going to be all the fun between the two aggressive riflers.
That's going to be waged. So what made that last series so fun. We got, what, 40, 50 rounds of just Doc and Dumao battling it out.
Yeah. I want to put it into perspective that in that 50-plus round affair, Doc had, I believe, 16 opening attempts. Dumao had 17 opening attempts. They were just going at it. Oh my god!
Go.
Does it again.
Catches the stray this time. Doc feeling the pressure around the corner, but Spam goes back and Doc deals with Dumao straight through the smoke. In this case, blind fire. As a battle will wage on another round.
Top mid control. Two players arch though, trying to make the read. RDN forced out by the molly somehow. Gets a kill.
Big rushing through apartments here as well.
That flashbang off the mark on Angelo, but Koala looking to put the dagger in this one. Sees the legs, and this one converts the kill. They know that's a pit anchor. They know they can walk up onto the A site in for free. Angelo, can he do anything to stop this? It'll be a nade to the smoke, and not to the site. And on the graveyard steps, Nissim so difficult to hit. Puts Angelo down to 2.
Gotta rely a lot on the rifler now. They're gonna double up in towards mini pit. Or at least big pit and mini crossfire here. But a perfect headshot angle with Nissim on low HP. This is exactly where you want to be.
Angelo on 2. Starts to walk forward. And then Nissim pops up for 1. Already got his value. That was the high HP player. Angelo screwed.
Ooh.
Nice shot onto Sadzin. But Nissim will stay tucked. In dire need of a masterful wall bang. It was close. But not enough. The bomb will claim Angelo. And a second round there for Legacy. They come back down from the deficit. (2v3). And the cleanup. Nissim with the double take.
Yeah, it's off the back of that timeout that was called as well, where they're able to sequence some success. I mean, Dumao with the double kill, and then entering again up Banana with a smoke spam. And then the reaction there from Nissim taking that bracket side, and again, the decisiveness of Legacy. After you land that kill, there's no time for hesitation. You have to reach into that site. Such a small window of opportunity before Angelo can reposition effectively. And they beat him to the punch. Now Legacy on the brink of trying to break Shark's economy as well. They'll have another buy up here.
I want to put the Doc and Dumao duel into perspective. They clashed versus each other in those 52 rounds 24 times. Almost half of their engagements with each other here on Top Banana as Lux leaping. Dumao, where they will get each other. Doc gets Dumao, and Dumao claims Doc in the flames. Now into the B site. Easy walk in, bomb plant available. 3 versus 3. Sad's in a plant. Already in. Walks forward. Whoa, they nearly line up as well, but Sadzin does have a headshot in him. 2 versus 2 player coming up Banana. Koala. Will he turn the corner? He does! He gets the kill. Sadzin now in a clutch. Will phase in through the smoke. Playing top of the coffins. Smoke onto the bomb though. Nade. Not quite meant to be.
Got his knife out.
He's knifing left and right. Now the AK is out. And Angelo will get him. Koala on the defuse. Sharks to 6.
Oh, man, that's another case right there. You look at the utility from Legacy, you hear the rotate up banana, and you throw your smoke towards coffins instead. And then again, it's that decision making right there from Legacy, trying to take duels, have a route into that B bomb site, but they can't hold it up against the post. Sharks are able to redeem it. The battle, the war that is waged on banana, going back and forth. But in the retakes, at least, Sharks are able to prevail.
It's so interesting to see that Nissim, you know, taking on his former organization, and potentially Koala was that upgrade they were looking for. Honestly, an incredible anchor player and clutcher for this Sharks team.
Koala, I mean, again, has been able to prove so much. It's part of the great talent scouting that they do here. Picking Koala up was such an asset. Actually, the new guy in Angelo having a lot of impact as well, but he's caught surprise this time, and the execute's going to facilitate off the back of that damage.
Should know exactly what the setup is. Pit sight. No way! Lux goes on top of the box, though, for the kill. It comes down to RDN, but he runs out of ammo. There's another one, though. Gafolo also is in the site. And can you believe it? Legacy power through 4 defenders, and Doc is off to save.
That's just all off the back of the chaos right there in that round. Angelo getting caught off guard before the Sharks' feet are planted on that site. The execute lifts off, and Legacy capture a timing. And honestly, what can feel like a bit of a rare A-side take right there. So many of the rounds rely on Dumao entering up banana, but this time off the back of some great utility, some good flashes, allowing for them to enter into the site. Legacy gotta move up to 3 here.
I mean, still, what was that entry pathing from Lux? I have never seen that before in my life. In my years of commentary, strafing up lane and jumping on top of the cold box in the chaos. I think what facilitates that play, though, is the CT's own smoke placed in front of lane. Makes Legacy feel comfortable to just go for it. That breaks the crossfire. That lets you isolate the duels from the site and from the pit. Perhaps a bit of a misplay from Sharks. Still emboldened. RDN was seen, though. He still gets a kill. Will be shut down. There's more aggression, though, on the table. Gafolo, though, only had an MP9, and he can't claim Nissim. It's Lotto, who instead will pick up another kill, this time in the apartments. And Sharks have been forced back.
Taking a lot more damage as well to that HE that follows up. Where's the end goal here for Legacy at a bit of a standstill, waiting for the continued aggression. They've got to stabilize a little bit. And they're anticipating in a 3v2 like this, or rather 3v4, that there will be a little bit of follow-up from Sharks, that they will try and take some space. Although on the end of Sharks, they don't really need to. I think Angelo's going to come and deliver a smoke. No, it's actually Gafolo that rotated over. I'm surprised they're doubling up on B like this when Doc still does have a smoke late into the round. He could do so much to delay this. Gambly set up their place in the weight of the world here on Angelo. And the idea that they wouldn't wrap.
You would never wrap Archside in a 3 versus 4. You would never download a house. But the read's in.
Smokes.
Doc sees nothing at 20 seconds. They know it's coming A. Angelo, you're hiding in smoke, but shoulder gets seen. Oh, that's gonna call it off. Got interesting, but only for a moment.
Just a time buying measure right there with that smoke in play, and if he was able to stay alive, I mean, with 4 seconds left on the bomb plant, you'd think any sort of disruption could have done enough. But Legacy able to find their entry, find their access on in, punish the aggression, and are clawing back some of these T rounds here effectively.
So those Sharks keep saving, so they'll still have fighting chances in the next round consistently. This could have been a back-breaking round if everyone went down, but with loss bonus starting to build a little bit, Doc can probably drop over MP9s, and Sharks can stay competitive in this game. I actually wonder if they will. They have that opportunity, but it's been a while since Angelo has had an AWP in his hands as well. Crossroads here for Sharks.
Wow.
As last tactical from Chucky.
Yeah, this is surprising. Didn't expect that to come out here. All used on the T side. I get it when you're down 5-0. You pretty much have to stabilize. You got to give yourself some runway here. The half can get away from you quickly if you don't start getting some rounds ASAP. So, calling a third off the back of a victory. Now having none for your defensive half here could create some challenges if the holds don't glue together early. There should be an eco coming through from Sharks around the saved rifles that they do have, setting themselves up to buy for the last round of the half.
Yeah, I actually do like that call. I mean, either way, you know, the more exciting one is that they just buy back MP9s and a 5.7 and make it happen. This one's going to be a B stack, though. I wonder if Legacy will take that bait. Because, you know, you see an empty... Oh, I take it back. I take it back. It was not going to be the B stack just yet.
Quick restart. Imagine they'll lean back in that direction again, but after a quick match medic, Legacy already looking like they're poking and prodding in that direction as well.
Yeah, I was saying, because sometimes you might get lured in by the fact of, you know, little utility on the map for Sharks, or maybe they throw in like an early block smoke and make Legacy think, oh, Sharks are panicking. They're throwing all their util early, you know, there's probably only a solo defender here. Let's run through the smoke and run into 4 players. I can imagine that. In fact, I'm sure it's probably happened in this qualifier of the hundreds of rounds Legacy have played. As, yeah, we do see the B stack. You can get it. Come on.
There you go.
Doc is like standing there like supervising the construction here. As it might happen.
Oh, wow.
Empty banana? Ooh, no smoke? Oh, I like this.
Now spotting him out. Gafolo in such an awkward off angle. You think Dumau continues to turn that corner. It's almost a guarantee, but there's the execute that follows suit.
Yeah, the thing is that you're on the fountain and there's no real utility that you can throw to stop the fountain play. And a smoke on top of the fountain. Now Gafolo tries to get angles over, but oh my goodness. Of course, Dumau is doing Dumau things, and a wonderful grenade. Strikes true in a 2. Doc revealed. USP plays its hand. And now it gets weird. The smoke does fade out towards the coffins, though. It's 3 kills available for Dumau, but only 1. Gafolo, though, eventually falls. And final defender in the form of Koala. Long pilgrimage. Trying to make this clutch happen, and now seen in CT.
It's a cool idea. Got a smoke and a flashbang to try and get in. That smoke's perfect. It could actually allow him to pick up a gun here.
He will, surely. He gets an AK. He has time.
Oh, he's out?
No, he's not saving. Is he?
Looks like it.
I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah, me too. I mean, at least a little bit of smoke spam, something of that nature. You're going to have a rifle in the last either way, but wants a little bit of utility as well. Legacy, despite a cool setup from Sharks, a smoke in the boost, that offers up some promise. It also puts a target on your back for HEs, and that's exactly what happens. They just take so much utility damage. But not a bad idea.
It was just all hinging on the play from Dumau, though, lurking inside of that CT smoke, and that's why a lot of players kind of try to sacrifice themselves and make more chaos. Is to buy time there for Dumao. So I think it looked a little bit more successful because Dumao didn't take the traditional entry pathing. But whatever the case, Sharks now, they get their full buy. That was just an eco. And Sadzin walks into Koala on the off angle. Here's another fight that he lives and survives.
Oh my god.
Nissan keeps pushing and has help now. RDN backs up Koala for the kill. And an insta 3v4.
Yeah, no real trades available. That does leave the site into a more passive setup. I mean, you know that there's a player in balcony as well still stuck around, and you saw Angelo in towards the bracket side, so there's a chance to wrap around here for Legacy that they're going for.
Yeah, you see Dumao and Lotto making their way up the lane, and that allows Lux to lurk. But this is being watched like a hawk, but doesn't matter. What a shot. Molly now onto Angelo. He goes down next, and Legacy, beauty here, but Gafolo got two. Gafolo got two miraculously through the smoke. Now leaves Lotto 1v1 versus heavy hitter Doc.
Full belt of utility here for Doc. No kit though. Might be one on transition into the site here. Lotto's so good in the clutch.
Walking around, sees the player, gets it, of course, because it's Lotto. Yet another triple kill to add to his tally, as it is 6-all. And 6-all at half, and of course it has to end with a Lotto clutch, as Legacy started down 5-0, started losing some tragic rounds too, with some good Sharks multi-kills. but it took Chucky expending all of their timeouts to get here. Now having to fly with just their team, flying solo. It's Sharks who are looking to play aggressive in middle. Flashing up, Nissan prepared, but eats the second. It's Sadzin instead here on the pistol, making it good with 3. Drops the molly on the bomb as well as his last act. And Koala even getting cleaned up, down to 9. Sniped out the sky. And this pistol round 1v3 for Captain Gafolo.
It is on. There is only a single defender, Dumal, on that B side of the map, but I think he's making a very wise, more passive position here. Keeping his range up against that Glock and allowing for an early warning system if it is heading in towards this B side. But Gafolo going to double back. Single smoke heading in towards that A side.
Sads' impact will not go unnoticed. Man, started this half with only 3 kills. Even then, you can remember on the T side too, he was able to get some damage down. And full of long range with the Glock, and he's armorless for the record, so 2 USP body shots will do him in. And we didn't see the shoulder as well. His teammates don't really even call it out. 12 HP and done. That will be Legacy walking away with 3rd pistol of the game. Didn't quite get it here on Inferno, at least to start off the first half, but these guys are good at getting pistols.
Yeah, they are. This time a different player than Lotto, able to step up and sads him with a big multi-kill running through that smoke, taking care of business. As a pistol's charged him. Full eco called out by Sharks. So a full opportunity for Legacy to extend favor. Hunted down banana here for Dumal is no surprise. Looking for some pickups with that MP9. Sharks just jumping around trying to stay elusive.
Like sharks out of water. Like sharks with legs.
Ooh, that'd be scary.
Shout out my boy Tralalera Tralala. He made an appearance on an ESL broadcast. He's done it. He's done it. AI generated Italian memes have made it. Anyways, brain rot aside, 5 Glocks.
Every corner they turn, there's a smoke in their face. They're now finally pressing the issue. Oh, there's another head-to-head. Now a little bit more favored in that one.
They're gonna circle around. Split up, gang. One in the library, but he ain't renting books. The other 3... coming through into B, and Lotto hears them all stomp away in towards the cover in towards pool, and yeah, easy triple. Gafolo did get 1 on the Sadzin, picks up a FAMAS. It would be worse if Gafolo lived with just the FAMAS, and he's just gonna save it. It's not the best weapon for the T side to have, I won't lie.
Yeah, I mean, would much rather have an AK, at least a chance for another fight rate there, but full armor and a belted utility, not the end of the world. Not like saving a Glock on the pistol round, that's always a pain. So much damage done here. It will be a full bonus from Legacy.
P9's out, but of course that saved FAMAS. I think I missed CT smoke that allowed Doc to advance quite confidently. I'm like, is Dumal gonna stay in front of the molly? No. So a lot of control is ceded away here by Legacy, and they're gonna hold on to it. They're gonna stamp back down onto banana with their retake utility.
fight for this control here. Still the use an A side that is weakened up in the numbers for now. Not going to be for long, though. Transitioning on in is Lux. Makes it on through in towards the site proper, actually. Bomb's still dropped in a very neutral location as well, so they're going to have to make a decision on where they head with 40 seconds left, and that decision is going to be towards the A side.
Yeah. Bomb going to be scooped up, but there's only 2 smokes available for the side of Sharks. One goes flying out towards the library, but all 3 players on the site. The wrap is the right call, but can they do it with the quickness? There's only 20 seconds left, and Nissim is stepping forward. That's a mistake. Now Sadzin tucks away on the site. First kill's good. Pops up, but for none.
No.
MP9 can't convert for anything. And it is Sharks who will break past the bonus.
Oh. They have such a good crossfire. And then you see Nissim break it down. Trying to get aggressive active in the face of that wrap utility that was thrown out. But with 20 seconds left, I think you rather trust in the crossfire.
Yeah. I mean, if he stays stuck in the site, at least that's just the extra player. You know, one top cold box. Potentially, or just tucked away, hiding. Even the apartments might be a better call than that. But, yeah, just out in the open as the execute comes through. If he had an M4, it might be more legit. Obviously, he has a better chance to win the duel, but, you know, an AK swinging you wide on lane. I'm sure there's a thought process there that we just can't understand. Obviously, on a surface level, we see it as a mistake, though.
Yeah, maybe trying to expect more players wrapping there towards arches. You have a chance to isolate a player towards lane. That's always a possibility. Instead, you get triple swung.
Yeah.
You're left with your hands in your pocket. Either way, tough sight hold there. Doesn't go up in the way of Legacy. They do have better guns, though, this time around.
Lineups here from Lotto. Learn that banana retake utility.
rdnzao. He's already up in towards the lane side quickly.
Hold on. So as all this banana take goes down, he whiffs. He whiffs. RDN had a timing. It's blown. Now they have to go up towards banana, but Dumont doesn't know they've already pushed through. And so 2 players were leaving B. Instead, it should be a free B site. Lotto stepping forward, and he goes down. It's Sadzin's MP9 that instead claims a kill. 2v3 on B.
Oh, Sadzin making a move. Flash through the smoke.
He gets up towards banana instead.
So deep reposition from Gaffoli's cutting off inside of Coffins as well. This could be overlooked here.
But the jiggle peek from Sadzin gives up his position. The Coffin smoke lands right on top of Angelo. They've isolated that position. Nissim now being hunted. Gafola needs a crisp kill. And reveals his position instead. Exact opposite of what he's looking for. Angelo to make a play. He gets found. And Gafolo known inside of CT spawn. And it's a whiff. Nissim fires back. And Legacy with a retake.
A lot of discipline right there coming through from Nissim. Not giving them a way to isolate that fight and contain control of CT spawn to help out in the post plant. Able to play around that position perfectly and deny Sharks any sort of relief in that retake or that post plant hold. Timeout going to be called from Sharks. This is where I think you see a lot of the value of Chucky's utilization of timeouts here, because now he gets a chance in the server to talk off the back of Sharks timeouts instead. So you still have some of that opportunity, some winning rounds, you're able to force those out.
Oh, now it's a tactical. Oh boy. Well, good thing that didn't happen during the round. I'll give it that. I think I mean, obviously the way that, you know, they get stuck into utility and create the chaos. Like, some of the ideas there for Sharks were good, just not executed upon. But critically, in that 3 versus 3, Sadzin gets an MP9 kill, and it's not onto just any player, it's onto the heavy hitter of Doc, right? If Doc's in that 3 versus 3 potentially, or even a 2v3, if it was another name on that team, I trust Sharks are able to do it, but you can see that the mechanics of the other individuals are not able to hold up to snuff right there. Just one of those kills required to slow down that retake, and time could have been the extra player for Sharks.
Yeah, I mean, also it's almost about decision making, right? You kind of get trapped right there when you're Gofolo of never making that move, never fighting in through CT. When you have to be able to make moves, and Doc's decisiveness in late rounds, I think, is one of his biggest assets in clutches. Yeah. He just plays active. He's gonna, if he sees weakness, he's gonna press upon that. Whereas Nissim was able to jiggle there constantly. You think Doc is just chasing that frag down, knowing that there's a need in a 2v3 like that.
Yeah, and Gofolo's passivity, allowed the rest of Legacy to close in on Angelo in that situation. Nissim just jazz hands and distracted everybody. Human decoy grenade. That's more used as a joke, but in a quite literal sense. Shout out seized one time. I don't think that's a shout out, that's more of a diss, but Cole, are you a ball knower on Seized nickname?
On whose?
On Seized, the player.
Seized? No, I'm not.
Well, he got a very loving nickname from the community from his time on Natus Vincer from 2015 to 2017.
Oh.
He was called the Decoy.
Yeah.
Because he was fragging really well and playing exceptionally right next to those big Guardian flicks. You know what's crazy, though? Seized even went off in the major grand final back in 2015 at Cluj. And Navi still lost 0-2 to who else but Kenny S.
Yeah, that's I feel like at least a more fitting name would be the Flash. If you're like just jumping into duels and probably dying.
Oh no, he wasn't. He was opposite side of the map walking out on lurks.
Oh.
You see,
okay. Maybe Kerrigan's name is the Flash, where he's just running in and.
Well, that's supposed to be Monacy's nickname is the Flash because of his fast reaction speed.
Yeah.
Maybe
just the human Flash.
The human flashbang.
There you go. Yeah, add flashbang to the mix. Just running in, guaranteed to die. But you know who stands behind you. That was Hooksy.
Yeah. That's all Danish in-game leaders. They will happily jump forward with a MAC-10 and burst forward in a supernova, blinding everybody. But we're evidently in a bit of an extended technical pause. So we're going to bring this one off to a little bit of a break. And when we come back, we're going to resume map 2 of Inferno between Legacy and Sharks.
Won't take it no more. Can't take it no more. No. Cause the way you say they're killing me. Won't let you bring me down. Even though you think you're better than me.
We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This is another level, this one over here is very rare. Ridden got me skanking, had me feeling like I'm Fred Astaire. Bread was kinda short, but I was smelling like a millionaire. Claimed their opposition when we stepped in, they were running scared. Man were louding up the atmosphere. Too much chatty, too much catty. I just lit a fatty and it came from Cali. I'm already here. I was in the clouds, I don't ever take the stairs. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. This another level, this one over here is very rare. This another level, this one over here is very rare. I was in the corner sweating till the lights came. Man don't ever sleep, step out on this night train. Right brain, man will blow your mind like a migraine. I was busting up these spots, pulling something out my socks. Man was shuffling out of blocks, phone and vibrate. I don't need to talk to Frank, I did it my way. Never slipping, never tripping, never violate. We don't gas around here, we on a higher rate. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games round here. We ain't never slipping round here. This another level, this one over here is very rare. We don't do no talking round here. We don't play no games.
Thanks for sticking with us, but yeah, a little bit of an extended technical pause. We are back alive. Legacy pick up their gun round to keep this game neck and neck competitive. A pivotal round ahead of us between Legacy and Sharks, who are down a map. Need to upset Legacy on their signature Inferno.
Have to do it in a clawback effort as well. Couple of solid executes coming through from Sharks, but some of their plays getting shut down. Here's another clash into Mao, flying through the smoke. Deals with Gafolo in this case.
It's good.
And shuts down the early banana play.
From Lotto. Back at the corner there. Saves Dumao's life with that flashbang. And now Lux. Oh, what a terrible timing. Loses his life with utility in hand, though. He gets closed in on by everyone, and Dumao keeps holding on to Banana as well. Multi-kills for Dumao, finally stepping up. 2v4, but that's a great shot from Koala. He knows Nissim is that pit anchor. Smoke out towards the Moto side. Nissim, the next target of the Sharks. Will swing wide on the off angle and nearly line up a couple. Angelo with team damage helping out Nissim. And now on 24 himself. Bomb plant, Lotto's Gonna just sneak up on him. And hand is back over to Angelo. Well played from Lotto as Legacy keep advancing their lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's still scary from Sharks when you talk about some of the timing that they're able to capture. RDN, not the first time we've seen him sneak through an A side, play past the smokes and try and surprise, but in this case, enough positioning from Legacy, enough damage done from Dumao, who is elevating here in map 2 as needs to be here. Set up by Lotto with the flashbangs. We know how effective he can be with the utility, but Dumao landing these opening duels makes Inferno all the better when you're having these pieces step up to the plate. Gotta call it a Tech 9 buy. Getting the half-C going.
Ooh, boy. Maybe Pacey up middle.
Going through the banana smoke right now is what it seems. Met by a molly. And spam avoided for now. Flashbang gonna queue them up here. Continue spam coming through from Dumao. Nothing connecting. All healthy with these Tech 9s.
He needs to get a reload down too soon. Does. Where's the flashbang? Standing
There
out
it
the
is,
corner.
Koala.
Flash forward. Oh, he holds down mouse 1-2. Strafing away here. The movement from Dumao is good to get out, and they are flashing through the smoke. Lotto next. Insta headshot as per usual. Angelo does eventually get him with the Tech 9, and Satson caught out with utility inside a CT spawn. Trying to find Dumao. He's running out of bullets. They get to close the gap. And the Tech 9 gets him. 2v2. Gun retrieve for Angelo. It's possible. And he dodges the grenades as well at New. But angle established here for Lux. Angelo gets away. Out towards New Box. Koala now out in the open though with just a pistol. It's no good. Angelo on 4 HP. A hope and a prayer. Molly towards the back site, but he gets the first. Does he have a sharp headshot onto Lux? Needs this kind of one tap. And Lux stays silent. Maneuvering around the site. And closer and closer. Now pushing him. And it's Lux also out of bullets, but he converts the headshot. Had to be one of the last bullets in the magazine there to stop a 4 HP clutch, but he gets it done.
I'm barely surviving right there with all the damage that Dumao and Lotto were able to do. Sharks put on quite the scare, pulling that one back into a 1v1, but Lux able to come out on top here, and all Legacy have to do in moments like these is survive these rounds. They're getting closer to the finish line, only 2 off of sweep in this series, eliminating Sharks.
And in score lines that we're more used to seeing here from Legacy, this map previously went into quintuple overtime and ended 28-24 and lasted 2 hours. This one could be lasting just about 40 minutes.
Oh, monster damage on the Gafolo to start this one off as well.
That's horrible.
Get their HGs off, fall back into a more passive setup now. They've already got a little bit of the mission accomplished, putting some pressure on this T side.
And even then, I think there's a banana retake setup coming through too for Legacy. Just as his control gets taken, there's about to be only lineup.
Might
No,
not get that
instead,
utility off though.
it's a 3-man B stack though. That's even worse than banana retake utility. Lured into the site. Lotto up on the boost. Lux with another headshot. There's actually, yeah, there you go. It almost seems like more players are there than there actually were. But Koala gets a good lurk kill onto Nissim. Sadson, though, smartly hiding inside of the site. He knows that normally is a side anchor, but a big entry from Koala. That's a 2v2. That's the A site open.
Out of nowhere. Running into the stack. They're still able to show the resiliency here. Sharks not ready to give up on this one yet. The bomb transferring on in. Smoke still up, so he can hold on to that for a little while longer.
Yeah. Plant available. The
it's
molly
burning.
is burning out Angelo down to 20. Lux keeps him pinned. It's really Koala who has to make the move in this. And in the meantime, Lotto advancing in from the apartments. Now C now deals with Koala. Lotto always so pristine on the peaks. Angelo does escape eventually. But the bomb is not planted for him. He's on 20 HP. And Lux makes it on towards the bomb. And this should never be denied. Lotto will just swing him for the... well, I was about to say a naughty word, but for the giggles, we'll just say. And it's 12-7.
For the giggles, indeed. That's what they're doing right now, laughing all the way to the bank. Coming in to what is the final day, the deciding day of who's going to be taking this Pro League spot. And we might see some of the cleanest play Legacy are bringing all qualifier when it matters the most here. Looking to get that rematch versus Imperial. Looking to take down Sharks for the second time. One last buy to try and fend off against.
Can't believe it. Sazin also just went for another mid-jump peek. When the AWP of Angelo is in play. And working heavier over towards that A site.
It's early brackets control again. 3-man lean is going to facilitate this from Sharks. They'll be able to take that with limited attack. RDN again pushing that smoke.
Trying to get the lurk out to the cubby. Lux does
Got it.
transfer. Sitting in the corner here. And then gets revealed by Lux. It will cost Lotto his life, but whatever the case, the kill's the kill. Now Dumao dancing with the smoke battle, but master of the mist here is Dumao. He gets damage down onto Doc. Now around the edge of it, he gets both off the A4 and is gonna win this series for Legacy in dominant fashion. Dumao 19 kills deep, and Koala just getting consolation frags, having to chew through every opponent. Nissim last man, and it's a 2-0 for Legacy. It's a night and day difference than these last 3 days from Legacy. They are peaking at the perfect moment now.
That is exactly it right there. Lotto and Dumao with a fantastic series. Dumao a little bit slow to start there on Nuke, but Lotto picked up the pace with